Everyone, hi. Bruce Mufson, LCSW, SUNRIDGE, Nevada, coming at you with another video. The reason why we are doing what we're doing right now is we had problems with our last channel. So as a result, we had to switch things over. So it's no longer SUNRIDGE of Nevada. It is SUNRIDGE, Nevada. Going forth, we're going to have all of our old videos moved over to the new channel, and anything that we do currently is going to go on the new channel. So this way I can get back to all those comments I have not been able to answer. We could be interactive and we can be with our fans the way we want to. As always, any questions, any comments, please go to the description box and you'll find everything that you need to know and look for. Okay, a little bit about myself. I graduated from the University of Georgia with a master's in social work. Since then, I have literally assessed thousands of people. And I work with ages from 3 to 83. And I have done thousands of assessments, and I've worked in office, I've worked in a hospital setting, I've gone to prisons, and I've also done thousands of hours working with people at home. I have gone to court hundreds of times to testify about mental health issues, to give insight to the judge, the assistant DA, and to the public defender. I have also, to maintain my license, have had to keep up. I have to have like 36 hours every 2 years on current mental health topics. So, and in addition, when I finished grad school, I had to do a 2-year postgraduate program where I saw thousands of people and had to work thousands of hours, again, so I could get my license. So now I'm a licensed clinical social worker. Okay, here we go. We are breaking down song by song, Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale, and the Big Steppers. And what we're going to do tonight is the third song in the album, and it's called Worldwide Steppers. So as always, I'm going to break down the clinical pieces that are relevant to me, and I'll announce beforehand which verse so you're able to follow along as I break it down. Here we go. The music itself, the tone of the music is almost like very trance-like because it goes off slow and then it's like bam, 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 bam. It's to keep you focused. Okay, and it's a hard beat, but it's a good beat. Now, in verse number 1, the stanza that I really like is he goes like this. He goes, playing baby shark with my daughter, watching for sharks outside at the same time. Life as a protective father, I'd kill for her. My son Enoch is the part 2. When I expire, my children will make higher valleys. As a parent, always like he juxtaposes 2 very different concepts, but he mashes them really well together. And as a parent that cares, you will do anything to protect your child. You literally kill for them. That's why even in the first song that I broke down, you notice he has a gun in his back pocket, sticking out, and he has that crown on his head, because to your child, you are God. And also as a new parent or parent forever, you're always thinking about how to protect my children. And you realize you have to be on top of things all the time. And it doesn't end. You're always looking to make sure they're safe and they're being protected. And he's also realizing what used to matter, it becomes irrelevant to him. And that's kind of the breakdown of the song that I took with it. He also makes the comment about his children will make higher valleys. I want my children to do better than me. Guess what? My kids are now adults. I said to both of them, I said, you know what? I hope you're taller than me. You'll definitely be better looking than me, but I hope you do better than me in life. I hope you're more athletic than me. In other words, I want you to have a better life than me because I'm a parent and I want the best for you. It's not irrelevant about me. It's what I want to see happen for you and your success. All right, going a little further down, he goes, I don't pass judgment. Past life regressions keep me in question. Yeah, what he's saying is, who am I to play God? Don't judge others. I have my own past to keep me thinking about my own history and how I've done things in life, both good and bad. Okay, moving along, we're going to go several pages and several parts of the song. We're going to get to the interlude. And going a little down, it goes, the media's the new religion, you kill the consciousness. So true. I mean, I've learned now from when I started doing this 25, 26 years ago to now, is that people's lives have two strands to them. One that they present to you and one they present online. Very different now. It wasn't like that when I was growing up. Well, you didn't have the internet, of course. But now the internet has become so ingrained into who we are, is that you can have your life outside of social media, your mask, and then you go to your other side of yourself and a completely different version of yourself will come out. So the media is the new religion, and it's so powerful that everything that we do is based on our looks, it's based on what we dress, it's based on how we live our lives. Are we cool? Do we have a great body? Do we have lots of money? In a sense, artificial. The things that don't make us human are what's now driving us on the internet. And he brings that out really nicely. And then it goes to, we're still talking, and it's still on the interlude, the last piece. It goes, the noble person that goes to work and pray like they supposed to. Wow, that line hit me because obviously, as everyone has commented in the past, I'm Jewish and I have a yarmulke on my head. I get this asked all the time, what is the relevance of having something on your head? It's to remind you that there's someone looking down on you. No matter what you think you can get away with, how you treat people, what you do in your own personal life, there's someone watching your actions. Someone's above you. So you have to treat everybody with respect because everyone is created from our perspective in the image of God. So are you really praying like you're supposed to? And do I pray and do my actions speak accordingly? How do I act to people all day? And even when I'm by myself, what are my actions? Am I elevating or am I not? And what do we do at work and who are we when we pray? Is it lip service? So much of it really, it becomes rote, repetitive. Do we make the world around us a better place? Are we dialed in or are we absent? What is our purpose? That's a question he's asking himself as he's become a new father. And that's something we have to ask ourselves as well, is what are we going to leave behind for our children? And what are we going to leave behind for ourselves? What will really be our legacy? This is a quick comment. There's a new form of issues that is happening with climate change. We have young people now in their 20s telling me, I'm not going to have a child. Why? The planet's going to be too hot for that child. Or why save money? I'd rather take 2 years backpacking through Asia because why save any money? There's no point. I want to see the glaciers now, or I want to see this river before it dries up. So people are actually putting things off. And people say when they see things now like forest fires or drought, where we live in Vegas, Lake Mead, they're like, I'm very nervous about the future. I don't really have a chance to focus. It makes me nervous. So what are we leaving behind? How are we really exemplifying what we're supposed to be as people? What is Kendrick doing here? He's displaying a newfound maturity because he's a new father. And you feel that way when you have little kids, and hopefully one day you have grandkids. That's the culmination of everything. And I get it. He's had a lot of changes in his life. What's happened to him? Is he talks about this in the song lyrics. He goes, he's found religion. Okay, he said, God saved me from writer's block. He has a new way of thinking. I'm done with the old. I'm thinking about the new. He's practicing healthy living. He talked about, getting his energy back and feeling better about himself. He's realizing how empty is casual sex and affairs, because even his girlfriend said to him, like, you got a problem here? But she's thinking, are you going to be faithful to me? I just gave you 2 kids. Can I really trust you? And he realizes how his actions have consequences. He talked about having a party or an affair at a park, and he was worried that the food he had catered was really not healthy for the people to eat. He's realizing my actions do have consequences. And what's happening to him, or what has to happen to us, is you realize what's important in your life. As he and every parent will say, I want my kids to do better than me. And for any parent watching this or about to be a parent, I really want you to kind of take these words to heart and do like your own self-inventory of what kind of parent do you want to be And if you're a parent, what do you want your kids to turn out if things haven't started out so well? The majority of people that I counsel, I would say honestly, probably about 95% of them have had miserable childhoods or dysfunctional ones, and they didn't get what they needed from their parents. There are people that will have like things out of the blue or freakish that will happen to them, but for the most part, it comes back to what is your family environment that you grow up in? Is it positive or is it negative? And remember how important and vital your role is to your children. Trust me, you will be worrying about them until the day you die. Let me give you an example just for myself. I'm 59. When I get up at night, say to go to the bathroom, I have my kids home with me right now. I check in on them. I just look in their rooms. Are they sleeping okay? And if not, I'll still cover them. And when I get up in the morning, take my shower, brush my teeth, go to work, I still check on them one last time. Are they okay? Are they sleeping okay? Can I do something for them? You're a parent until the day you die, and understand that now, okay? And what you're doing is really simple. Either you're going to lay down a strong foundation and it's sturdy, okay, or you have one that's uneven, cracked, and is not settled. Ironically, as I'm shooting this video, my Asian/producer, what is he doing? He's doing a home repair. He has to get a pipe fixed. You have a home, there's always work to be done. You have a kid, it's kind of like the same thing, but he's taking care of things. And, Kendrick is doing an inventory. As we as parents doing the same thing? And if not, why? Please share with us. I like it when people do that. A moment when you realize you were no longer a kid and you had become an adult. Just share with us what was that moment for you. And for me, that defining moment was when my first child was born, and I realized things that I could do or have done or didn't do, kind of irrelevant. I had to be responsible for this new life form that I had to take care of. And just think what it's time to get rid of. What's irrelevant to you? Is it friends that really are not your friends? Is it an unmeaningful lifestyle? Is it casual relationships? You want something firm? What are you looking for to get out of life? And in closing, don't be excited to be mediocre. If you're able every year, do a self-inventory. You're going to make mistakes. Trust me. I thought when I got to be in my 50s, I'd be mistake-free. I'd never have any problems anymore. I'd always see everything coming because I'm in my 50s now. I'm supposed to know this stuff. Trust me, I screw up all the time. But are you learning from your mistakes? Are you getting better? At 59, I'm still learning. And if your kids can handle it, not every kid can handle it right away, push them as well to be the best version of what they can be. Kendrick is doing it, kudos to him, but I want to see our fans do the exact same thing, because when I do my counseling, that's what I push. What's the next step? What's the next step? This is great. What's the next step? Thank you all for watching. Bruce Mufson, again, Sunridge, Nevada. Thanks.